Welcome back to another episode of All Meat, Hold the Anchovies. What is the weirdest thing you found in a bathroom, a public bathroom? I'll share this with you while you're thinking about it.
Yeah, I was going to say, why don't you tell me what you found? Because that's kind of a what? I don't know. I have to think.
Well, you may not have found anything weird, but so I went to the restroom this morning, and not being gross or anything, but
It's a normal thing.
Took a break, sat for a moment.
This was at work.
This was at work. This was at work.
Yeah.
And so, as I do when I stand from my sitting position.
Oh my gosh!
I check to make sure my wallet hasn't flopped out or something my mask hasn't fallen out or something,
Right.
And sure enough, there's something square and black sitting on the floor, underneath where I was sitting. I'm like, good grief, what did I drop? So after situating myself, I look down, and it's not exactly square. It's almost 3 or 4 or 5-sided. It's kind of weird, but I'm like, it reminded me of, I didn't have my glasses on, but I'm not blind, but it reminded me of the timer you gave me. It was like a black box, like the timer
the
that
little
you gave
potty
me.
timer, right?
So, and the problem was I had my earbuds in because I was listening to music. So anyway, I reached down to pick up the black box because I realized it was just a box. It wasn't anything wrong. And I picked it up and flipped it over, and it was handcuffs.
Seriously?
Yes. And I realized there's probably someone sitting in the next room over and probably telling me right now, those are mine. So I pulled my earbud out real quick and kind of stuck my hand towards the bottom of the wall, and he took it and said, thanks. And I said, yeah, I didn't think they were mine. He didn't laugh.
Wait. So you're telling me that these handcuffs were on the floor far enough into your stall that you thought you needed to pick them up?
I thought it was my wallet at first because it was just black. So it was the backside of the.
But how far into the stall was it?
Right at the foot of my chair. I mean, it was all the way at the.
So it was all the way in your stall.
It must have hidden slid over. So he may have said something when he sat down, and I just didn't hear him because of my earbuds. So he's probably thinking, what is this guy doing? So I didn't have my earbuds in. So I I passed him back, and it was like, he didn't laugh. And of course, he's obviously security where I work. And so I just got out, washed my hands, and left as quick as I could.
Yeah, you didn't laugh because who knows what all he had said to you. Do you have sound dampening headphones?
No, these were actually just some knockoff Apple iPhones, headphones.
So there's no like suction or anything.
No.
Oh, well, then he probably didn't say anything to you.
Okay.
Unless you listen to your music.
I might have had my music a little loud.
Okay, well, that might have been awkward.
Didn't want to do a meet and greet after that, so
I bet that was kind of awkward.
It took me a moment to look at them. I said, "These are, and they're like heavy handcuffs." I'm like, I know there's nobody to the right.
Real.
Yeah, these are real. So
wow.
that's one of the.
No, I've never found that in a bathroom. Wow, that's pretty crazy. What I think is more funny, or not more funny, but what I think is interesting about this is you have your headphones on. So this policeman / security guy has been trying to talk to you, and instead you just picked them up. So what in the world is he thinking to himself?
And I have no idea how long he was talking to me because I didn't know there was anybody over there.
Golly. So now later on, he might have seen you because he probably, recognized your pants or your shoes.
They're brown. Whatever. He didn't. If he did, well, I avoided that part of the building.
Oh, okay.
I know it didn't feel weird until I walked out of the restroom. I thought that could have gone a lot of different ways. And then it's like you just said, I'm like, I wonder if he spoke to me or how long he spoke to me. But if he'd have knocked or something, I certainly would have heard it. But maybe I just need to turn my music down a little bit with my earbuds.
Maybe. I accidentally pressed dictate on my phone because I have notes open. So, so our whole conversation was just dictated.
Nice.
Interesting. David, I had a bad experience today.
Okay.
And I mean, like, I wasn't even going to talk about this today because obviously it happened like 3-4 hours ago. I have so many other things I want to talk about, but I decided I want to buy a PS5. Okay. I didn't realize what a pain in the rear end this is going to be to try to get one. My son warned me. He said, Dad, people have been waiting for years to get one. They can never get them.
Well, is this the latest model?
Yeah. It came out in like November, December of 2020, and no one can get them.
Wow.
So anyway, Walmart had a restock today for Walmart Plus members only. So I joined Walmart Plus for $13 a month. And
for 1 month.
Yeah, for 1 month. Apparently it's a pretty good deal. But anyway, so I have my old iPad, my computer, my large iPad, and my phone all ready to go at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock your time, as soon as it drops.
Oh, to do it online. Gotcha.
Yeah. Like 1 second before 2 o'clock. Refresh. All 4 of them I get in line. I'm in the queue. All 4, David. All 4 devices, I'm in the queue. First one, the 3 of them, I was number 23 in the queue, and 1 of them I was number 30 something in the queue. So
Good
I'm
gracious.
sitting there. 15, 20 minutes later, it's going down. Next thing you know, this one's at 10, and this one's at 10, and this one was still at 20 something. So I just closed it thinking, I got these 2, right?
Yeah.
So I don't remember what happened to my third one, or my second one. So this one's still at 10. This one goes all the way down to 1. Dude, I'm excited. I'm the next one. 1 minute. It says your estimated wait time is 1 minute. 35 minutes later, I make a huge mistake. I refreshed my window.
Why?
I was impatient, and I thought maybe I'd done something wrong. David, I do not have a PS5 in the mail on the way to me, and it's all my fault. Well, it may not have been my fault. It may have been, 45 minutes with it saying you have 1 minute left.
Yeah.
And then I did some research, and apparently this kind of stuff happens all the time when people are trying to buy stuff. The stress involved. Oh.
So what is a queue at Walmart online? I've never heard of that.
Well, because exactly right at the top of the hour, 500,000 to 1 million people are trying to get the PS5, and they can only take so many orders at a time. So they line you up in a queue. And when it becomes available, the next person gets on, and when you get on, you have 10 minutes to buy it. Of course, I didn't get to experience that. One of them, it just kicked me off.
Yeah.
It said 10, and then all of a sudden the screen does something, and I'm like, oh, awesome. And then No.
So
that was frustrating.
So I'm going to cheer you up because
I hope so.
I'm going to flip the script on you. I don't know how many stories you got relating to this topic, but I'm going to talk about gyms tonight. Not you.
No, you're not.
You're not getting the gym topic tonight. I'm getting the gym topic because
I don't have the corner on the gym market. All right, what happened?
You do, except for this episode. What happened is I found a gym quiz. So you're going to take the workout gym quiz. Because you quizzed me before. Nothing but true, false, and multiple
hold on. How many questions are there?
Oh, there's like 6 or 7. There's not many. They're fun.
Okay.
Maybe 8.
If I get 6 out of 7 or 7 out of 8, can I have something? Will you give me something?
Ooh.
Can this be for something?
A little challenge. Well, yeah, I like that. A little challenge.
One of your most treasured bobbleheads.
Which one?
I don't even know which ones you got.
What if I send you a bobblehead? I pick it out and send it to you.
Or a Funko, whatever it's called.
Yeah, Funko. That's what I'm talking about.
All right, well, let's see if I do this or not. And if I do, then we'll come up with the Funko.
Let's see.
I don't know why I'd want a Funko, but you can buy me a PS5. I get it. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll get in queue. No problem.
Yeah.
All right.
$400, $500.
According to a survey done in the mid 2010 to 2020, just as a generic survey, what percentage of gym memberships actually get used? 1 to 100. What percentage? And if you get within
A plus or minus of what?
10, either way.
10.
Sure, I'll give you 10. Well,
10 either way.
I want you to get it right. I want you to get it right.
Well, it's not going to be easy. All right, so I'm thinking.
What percentage?
I'm thinking it's over 10 and it's under 30. So I'm going to say 20.
20. So you're 0 for 1. It's 40.
I am.
You were close. I thought you were going to go 30. 40% of gym memberships actually get used, according to a survey.
I thought it was going to be like 20 or something. Yeah. Well, I use it every single day. I'm there. Anyway, go ahead.
I think it's less than that now because of this survey, you got it wrong, but I actually think you might be closer to it. The right answer.
So I got it right then.
No, it's still wrong.
Oh,
all right. Okay. What do we have more of in the United States? Gyms or McDonald's?
Gyms.
Good answer. That was kind of easy. One of two.
It's a gym quiz.
We have twice as many gyms as we have McDonald's.
That's hard to believe, though, isn't it? Well, nah.
Because gyms are not one single brand; they're multiple brands. I guess what they consider a gym. I mean, a YMCA is a gym. So
yeah, and there's a gym at every high school.
Exactly. Okay, so according to the same survey, what percentage of new gym members quit within the first 6 months? You're going to only get within 5 on this one.
Why?
You want 10 again?
Yes.
Fine. You'll get it wrong. So within the first 6 months, what percentage of new gym members quit?
40.
It's 53, but it said half. And I'm going to give you that one because it says half. So you got 40. That's pretty close.
I almost said 50.
You're 2 of 3. Yeah, right. I think it said 53%, like something like that. So, okay. This was a little more hard. This is true false. This is true false.
True false. Hey, 50-50 chance.
I love this topic because this is your topic. You're so into working out right now.
Kind of.
Well, you're doing better than me, son.
Well, I mean, it's not like you'd have to be a person that goes to the gym to know these answers. This is just kind of,
Well, okay. So this one's a little deeper. True or false? True or false?
True or false? True or false?
Fat turns into muscle when you exercise.
Well, that's false.
Why?
Because fat doesn't turn into muscle. Fat just disappears. Muscle turns into muscle.
These are two different types of tissue. Fat is stored energy, which is broken down and burned. Muscle is built from protein in response to being worked. You so got that right. You're so scientific. That's awesome.
This is what's weird, okay? So I lost all this weight, but now I'm supposed to be gaining weight because I'm supposed to be building muscle.
But not muscle.
So my calories, so I'm gaining weight, but I don't look like I'm gaining weight. Like I'm not getting fatter. I don't think. Am I?
No, I was always told that when after you get through break through the first wall of working out and start building muscle, you look bigger in different areas that you did before, like your pecs or your biceps or your thighs or stuff like that.
Well, and I'm stronger now.
You should be.
So, and my body fat percentage is going down. So it's good, but it's just so counterintuitive. Really, I'm supposed to have 2,500 calories?
Do you feel your cardio's improved?
Oh, I don't do cardio.
But still, you're working out though. You're doing your more than 30 minutes a day, which is what people are supposed to be doing.
Cardio is not affected by what I do at all, except the 4 flights of stairs I go up to go to the gym, and I'm breathing heavy when I get to the top.
But you're doing it.
Oh, yeah.
4 flights is 4 flights. Yeah. Would you have done it before you started working out?
I don't know. Probably not.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Here's a math question, but you're going to get 4 multiple guess. How many muscles do you use when you take a single step? You got 4 choices.
This has nothing to do with the gym. I don't have any idea. Go ahead.
Muscles. It's muscles.
A single step.
How many muscles do you use when you take a single step? A, 100. B, 125. C, 165. Or D, 200.
Do you realize that the only people who would have a shot in the world at knowing this answer, actually knowing this answer, are people that went to medical school, right? Or like orthopedic doctors and stuff.
Can you hold both hands up? Because when you stall like that, I wonder if your left hand or your right hand, whichever one's not in camera, is actually on Google, trying to Google this question that I'm asking right now. I know. I'm just kidding.
I'm going to say 165. Pure guess.
You'd be wrong. It's 200.
Okay.
So you're 3 of 5. Good guess, though. That's why I threw
that's not a fair question. That's like you have a 25% chance of getting this right. So.
I didn't say it was a fair test. I just said it was a test.
Oh, I know.
Every time you take a step, you use about 1/3 of your muscles in your body, and not all of them are in your legs. So that's why it's so high, because it's the rest of your body.
You got your toes, and I mean, if you
didn't
have a big toe, you know how hard it'd be to walk.
Are there muscles in your toes?
There has to be. Okay, if you cut off a toe and stuck it on a grill, I guarantee you could gnaw on that toe like you would a chicken wing.
No, I wouldn't. That is disgusting.
I didn't say you would. I said you could.
Oh gosh, that's you don't know where that toe's.
You know that probably have more meat than a lot of chicken wings, especially your toes. Man, I bet your toes are huge.
Regular toes. I just took a quick peek. All right.
You got the toenail gristle.
So I had a friend at work. I had a buddy at work, an old guy who lost his pinky toe, his small toe, and he used to. He said you have to relearn how to walk because of your bounce on that stuff, and I don't know how.
Really, even on the pinky toe.
Yeah, wow. And he said, yeah. He said ever since then I've had polio. So that's
what the heck is polio? What?
Exactly. That's the point.
Like, that's one of those jokes that you laugh to be nice, but you have no idea why it's supposed to be funny.
No. You don't know
unless you do, and I don't.
No, it's a joke on polio, and it's Tolio.
Which is terribly politically incorrect.
Oh, it was probably 25 years ago when I heard that. So anyway,
okay.
Next question is another true or false. Here you go, and this pertains to you.
I got this one. I got this one.
Women burn more fat than men during exercise.
False.
Write your score down. It's true. Conversely, men tend to burn more fat post-workout than women do. While studies are still looking into this as to why, it is likely has to do with the ratio of fat to muscle in each gender. Women tend to have this is going to get me in trouble. Women tend to have more fat, that line right there, but their bodies are better at utilizing it for energy. Men, on the other hand, have about 60% more lean muscle, which uses more energy when at rest.
Okay.
Yeah, just during the workout, that's what it's saying.
Interesting.
All right, here's one that definitely pertains to you. You'll like this one.
Okay.
True or false?
That has to do with the workout ball?
Not particularly. It could.
All right.
True or false? If you're constipated, working out can help.
Yes.
Very good. All
because every once in a while I get started in my workout and it's like, oh, crud.
I didn't know you were going to give an example.
It's like, well, crud, I got to stop my workout.
So it's true because when you exercise, blood flow in your muscles is increased. Even the muscles you're not actively using. This can help move food through your intestines and keep you regular.
Do you know what's frustrating?
I can see you sit on the ball. Oh, got it.
I don't use the ball anymore.
I know, but back then.
Okay, so what's frustrating is you weigh in the morning, right? So you weigh in the morning when you don't have any clothes on except maybe underwear or something, right? Well, I get up so blasted early now. I get up at like between 4:45 and 5:15, usually 5.
Wow.
Okay.
My time.
Yeah. So I get up. Well, my body's not used to doing that early. As far as, you know, your morning constitution is not used to that. So by the time, so I weigh and then I go to the gym, and sometimes I get to the gym and it's like, oh, okay, well, I probably lost 2 pounds sitting on the toilet.
Just getting to the gym.
Oh my gosh.
But that's the case with most because I've stopped eating late. So I don't in the mornings. I don't either, and it's usually not until I have breakfast that my stomach wakes up and goes, "Oh, we ain't got room for that. Let's go
How
make
is
a
it that
deposit
we do
first."
2 episodes in a row with toilets involved?
Because we're men. All right, we're almost through. Almost to get three.
Oh, okay.
2 more questions actually, just 2 more.
Mr. 06 or 7.
Oh, we're on. We just did 7. It's 9 total.
Okay.
So, how many do you need to get out of 9 to get a toy, to get a prize?
Oh, I don't think I earned a toy or a prize. Don't worry about it.
Oh, don't you worry about it. Okay.
Okay.
Multiple guess. It will be a guess.
It's called multiple choice.
I've heard people call it multiple guess, and I think they meant it to be funny, but I took it as serious because that's what I
You're
did.
using it as a real phrase.
Sometimes in college, it was multiple guess.
You use this phrase as though it's an actual thing.
It was for some of my exams. It was for some of my exams.
Yeah. Okay.
So make your best multiple guess. Here you go. How many miles will an average person walk in a lifetime?
In a lifetime?
In a lifetime.
Can I use my calculator?
Yes, I'm gonna let you use your calculator because I'd love for you to come up with a formula for this.
So I'm gonna guess the average person takes.
And you come up with a number, and then I will give you the choices, and then you pick the number that's closest to yours if you want to do that. So go ahead.
Okay. So
I'd rather pick do it yourself.
I'm gonna guess. This is where my guessing comes in.
Guess miles. Talking about miles here.
I know. So I take probably 7,500 steps a day. I'm gonna guess the average person takes 8,000 steps a day. All right.
Really?
So
what people do you know?
How many steps a day do you take?
I bet it's not that many. I take on a low day I'll probably get close to 5,000, but on a good day I could be up around 8 or 9. But I walk a lot.
There's a lot of lazy people that do nothing but sit on their couch all day, and the only steps they get are going in the refrigerator and back.
That's what I'm saying. The average person, I think, is much less than what you're just saying. But
much
go ahead.
Less than 8.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
How many steps does it take to walk a mile?
Good question.
2,000. Okay, so I'm going to say the average person walks 3 miles a day. 3 miles a day. That's 5,000 steps.
I think that's high, but go ahead.
3 miles a day. During their lifetime?
In a lifetime. It doesn't say the average age or anything, so you're going to have to pick the average age.
365 is 1,095 miles a year. We'll say the average person lives to be 70 times, we'll say 75. 82,125 miles.
Here's your guesses. Here's your choices.
Okay. 400,000.
35,000.
Oh, wow.
54,000. 70,000. 130,000.
Did you say 70,000?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going with 70 then.
Your math is really good. Yeah.
Right?
At this time, the average person walks about 70,000 miles in their lifetime. Most Americans walk around 5,000 steps a day. Now, this is back in around probably 2015. Yeah. I still think people are lazier than that. Even if you're not trying, you'll probably end up taking about 2,500 steps.
Yeah.
Just doing your day-to-day activities. If you meet the off-stated goal of 10,000 steps a day, you'll end up walking more than 130,000 miles in your life. And I bet they're guessing in the low 70s as an age. So I think you're right on with that guess as well.
Let's see how many steps I've walked.
Good job. 5 of 8.
I've only done 5,420 steps today, which is 2.5 miles and 4 flights of stairs. It's right there on my watch.
Okay. Yeah, one more.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead. No, this is fun, which is ironic because when you hear what I'm doing next, you're going to be like, really? Wow. Okay, go ahead.
All right, so this one definitely pertains to you. I know they all did before, but this is you. You've
said that for several of them.
And I've been right. So here we go. True or false?
True or false?
Heavy workouts in the morning can compromise your immune system.
Oh, I would think no. I don't know why it would. So false.
False? Okay. That's wrong. And I'm going to read to you why. because you're an early morning workout person, that's why I thought it was for you. Says a light jog or yoga session can be a great way to start your day, but you should save the serious training for late afternoon or early evening. A study conducted at Brunel University showed heavy workouts early in the morning can impair your immune system, even though the same exercise done later in the day could have the opposite effect.
I need more than just they say it. I want to know why.
No, they say it's on the internet, so it's true.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's true.
I got it. I got it.
I wonder if it's because your body has built itself up through the day, and that's why they think you're doing less damage to your immune system in the evening. I don't know, but you don't really.
I don't know.
Workouts at all, so
I'd be interested to see what that study is. But either way, I don't think it's going to be significant enough for me to.
There was also a comment about stretching before working out, or stretching before a run, and it said doing static stretching is not necessarily the best thing to do before a run, because you can wear yourself out, tire yourself out.
Yeah.
When we did soccer, we started with dynamic stretching and we finished with static stretching, because that was to wind down.
And how about for our listeners, you explain the difference briefly between dynamic stretching and static stretching?
Dynamic stretching is movement. The girls would form lines and they'd be walking as they did different stretches. They'd be in a constant motion, not a fast motion, but a slow motion, like lifting their right leg, like climbing a fence. They'd be doing knee lifts, ankle lifts, and then dynamic stretching is they can sit or stand in a circle around me as I'm talking post game, and they can do stretches at that point. That's static is standing still. Dynamic is in movement.
Okay.
Did you know that?
No.
Oh.
I don't even understand what you're saying. So no. Because it doesn't make logical sense to me. Static seems like it would be not moving around, just kind of like this. That seems like
that's exactly right. That's static stretching.
So what's dynamic?
Dynamic is forming a line.
Show me an illustration. Show me show me a dynamic stretch.
All right, I can't hear you now because I've got my headphones down. It's to walk and lift the leg this way. Lift the leg this way.
So he's walking and lifting.
Walk on your toes.
Okay, all right.
Come back and do kicks.
Oh, he can't hear me.
See how high I'm kicking right here?
Y'all can see this. It's pretty funny. Yes, here he comes. He's back on the headphones.
So
I understand. So dynamic, you're moving around while you're doing things, and static, you're sitting there while you're doing things.
Right. Kind of like a cool down stretch is what it is.
That's what I thought. Okay, so this next, me and Joshua was here, my middle son, with Emily and Evelyn, my granddaughter, and Valor, my grandson. I get to go see in 2 weeks. Nice. So I guess we'll podcast we'll probably need to do 2 podcasts next week. So I don't have to podcast from Georgia. So
that's maybe possible.
But anyway, so he was here and we were sitting on the back porch and just kind of chilling out, and he asked me a question, and I thought it would be interesting for us to talk through 2 questions that he asked.
Cool. This is so cool that it aligns with my test.
I know. Are there more eyes or legs in the world? Are there more eyes or more legs in the world? Now right? So you got insects that have 6 legs. Okay,
so we're including all moving beings, or we're not just talking about humans? Everything.
Well, everything alive. I mean, not like a table has 4 legs.
Right.
But everything. I mean, because I was like, fish don't have legs, and there's a ton of fish.
And spiders have at least 3 more legs than they do eyes. Yeah. Like 3 times. So
you have insects that have 6 legs?
Gosh, I forgot about fish. I forgot about everything in the ocean. Good gracious, that's a lot.
Yeah. I mean, so what would tip it over to the eye side? I don't know, like the fish would.
Yeah.
All right, so I did some research while I was sitting there talking to him, because I thought the fish in the ocean would outweigh everything else.
Yeah.
Okay. But I think there was 30 million fish in the ocean.
No.
How many? 30 trillion.
In 2017, It says the best estimates by scientists placed a number of fish in the ocean at 3.5. Let's see, million billion. So it wasn't trillion,
Okay.
but it's 3.5 billion.
But look up how many insects are in the world. Look that up.
Now
Because I did.
That's 7 billion eyes for 3.5 fish. It's 7
Yeah,
million
wait
eyes.
till okay. All right. Wait till you look up the insect thing. I think the legs have it.
I've never said that word before.
I've never seen a number that big.
10 quintillion.
Yes. 10
How many
quintillion.
zeros is that?
Huh?
So there's million, billion, trillion. What is it? Gazillion after that?
Oh,
and then quintillion.
Okay, so it was 3 quintillion, or was it 10?
10.
10 quintillion and 3.5 trillion?
3.5 billion.
Okay. What is 10 quintillion divided by 3.5 billion? Yeah, it's doing all that 10 to the 12th power stuff. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, 10
I just think the
quintillion
legs have it.
times a minimum of 3 is 30 quintillion. Oh, yeah, by far. Oh, my goodness.
So I think the legs have it. But I wasn't sure until I read that.
Oh, my goodness. I've never said that word before. I've seen it. I've just never had to say it before.
Which honestly huge. Kind of stopped the interest of the question.
Yes.
Right? This one, though.
Uh-oh.
I don't think you're going to be able. I don't have an answer for this one.
Okay.
Educated or not. Are there more wheels or doors in the world? More wheels or doors? And I'm not talking about like the door itself, like doorways. Are there more wheels or doorways? You know, like doors, something you walk through.
So my first thought is, because every wheel is 4.
Well, for a car, you got 18-wheelers. They have 3 doors and 18 wheels.
See, my first thought was, if every house has 2 cars, that's 8 wheels. Give me a second, I'm catching up. And then, but every house has like how many? You got to count closets too.
I know. So the doors outweigh the wheels for an average house area.
Correct. And
but
then
wheels outweigh the doors for the average 18-wheeler.
But then you've got office buildings. You've got
tons of doors.
You've got door stores.
You also have tire stores. You also have warehouses full of tires.
That's a great question. I would say doors.
Why? I mean, there's wheels on everything. There's wheels on Hot Wheels, but then there's doors everywhere. See, I don't think there's an answer for this. I mean, there is, but no one's.
For almost every room, there's 2 doors. And how many?
Not in third world countries. There's like 1 door into the hut.
And how many cars do they have?
None.
There you go.
But they have other things. They have little carts that they pull stuff with.
So you're talking about wagon wheels?
Yeah.
Unicycles, scooters.
If it's a wheel, if it is used the way a wheel is used, or even not used, but it's a wheel. See, I don't think anything like, okay, insects versus fish took care of it, right? There was no questioning it once that happened. But there's no way to know if there's more wheels or doors.
Okay, we have a wheels number.
No, you don't.
Yeah, Google does. How many doors are? It knows what I'm asking. Okay. Oh, it's close.
Okay, this is
according to Google.
According to Google. Okay.
Already, the bottom line,
Wait, stop. I don't want to ruin this for people that are listening. They can look it up on their own if they want to. But this is a fun conversation to have with somebody. So I don't want to ruin it.
This is Google's opinion.
But it doesn't matter, because it's gonna change the question for me completely, because I'll know what Google says.
So Google knows.
You can tell me afterwards.
I know, but let me say this part. And I'm not going to give anything away. Google knows this question because it says we've identified this number of this, which is way more than the number of this. And it's the two objects. I'm just not going to say which ones it's admitting, which ones it's saying.
Yeah,
so Google,
I don't know.
That's a question that Google has been asked before.
Okay. So, my friends in the listening world, that's a fun question to have on the back porch on Memorial Day, just for the fun of it. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. So,
all right, so
speaking of stuff we enjoyed, Bailey came in last week. It's funny that you brought up a child that came to your home, and same thing happened here.
Yeah,
while we were in Pennsylvania. And before I get into Bailey visiting, we were in Pennsylvania last Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and I was trying to remember how much we talked about it because I tried not to talk about it much. But did I tell you the best thing I ate when I was there? Because we ate a lot. Because they're senior adults and they eat a lot. The best thing I ate was actually at a place called Bird in the Hand. It's a shopping area in the Amish area of Lancaster, Pennsylvania. And the best thing I ate, somebody bought for me because I was skipping that meal because I already had plenty to eat that day, which is odd for me. And it was one of my mom's friends. She bought me a hamburger inside of a pretzel.
No, you did not tell me about that.
A pretzel wrapped burger. And it was a juicy, well-made burger. The burger was so good.
It'd have to be because pretzels are dry.
Right. But the pretzel was a soft pretzel, and it was just amazing. So anyway, I just wanted to share that.
That sounds good.
It was incredible. I'm just going to start looking up how to do that.
Now I want some Cheetos.
How did you go from a burger stuffed pretzel to Cheetos?
You want to guess? You want to figure it out?
Cheetos. So a burger stuffed pretzel that you dip in cheese?
No. Memorial Day, I grilled burgers. With burgers, we had Cheetos. You mentioned burger.
Oh,
I think Cheetos. What I need to do is go pour a bowl so they're sitting out for like 45 minutes before I eat them. In fact, I'm going to do that. I'll be right back. I'll just edit this out, but I am going to go pour me a bowl of Cheetos. What'd you just send me?
What I grilled this weekend.
Oh, David. You're
smash
such
burgers.
A grill master. Why can't I be
giant
more
hot dogs from Sam's?
How many people
You know what the best
were
thing
there?
was? A lot more than we'd planned. So, but the smash burgers were really good. They turned out much better than I thought they would.
Well, now what's a smash burger?
I'm glad you asked. So a smash burger, you take a handful of ground beef, not compressed. You leave it airy.
Okay.
Like it crumbles. You put it in a half cup. So it's a 4-ounce measure, which is a quarter pounder.
Okay.
It's small, but yeah. But then you don't press it in.
Right.
You just fill the cup.
Okay.
And you kind of get it in the cup, and then you just drop it out. And if you look it
looks like they're falling apart.
No, they're smashed. And then once you put the little ball on the grill, you press it for 10 seconds. And the grill's got to already be kind of hot. But give it about 10 seconds. And then you flip it after about 3 minutes.
This wouldn't work on a standard, like a grill. Like you have a flat grill. This wouldn't work on a.
It probably would if you just got to have the right thing to cook it on. I don't shoot.
That's kind of what I'm talking about.
Well, I mean, you could use. There's different things for bar grills that you can put on there. They have a surface.
Oh, okay.
But the thing that got the most compliments was actually the corn.
David.
Corn.
That corn looks amazing.
It's barbecue.
My wife so wishes she was married to you.
It's barbecue corn. It's not just grilled corn. It's barbecue corn. It was so good.
Connie, I'd show you what David cooked for Memorial Day, but then you would leave me for David. Okay, she said it's not true. She wouldn't leave me. You know why?
Not this far into the relationship.
Because I got muscles, man.
You are working, but you got them, buddy. I tell you. Are you gonna go pour your Cheetos so I can tell you my final thing?
No, it's already 40 minutes in, so it's okay.
All right, I'll tell you this real quick because it is real quick. So Bailey came in. She came in while we were in Pennsylvania, so we didn't get to see her until Monday because she went out of town for a volleyball tournament, and we saw her Monday. Had a great visit. Hung out for a while. We did the grilling. The right side of the grill is for her vegetarian life, and she's been wanting us to play a game. We love playing games. We're a game family, just like you guys are. We love playing games.
Oh, yeah. We love to play games.
So
Can't wait for y'all to come.
She introduces me and Davis for the first time. Played with her and her buddy Caleb, who's another coach that happened to be her taxi around while she was in town. And Settlers of Catan. Have you played that?
Yeah, it doesn't sound like a game I would enjoy, but tell me about it.
It is a mix of Monopoly and Risk and luck because there's dice rolling. It's addicting.
Gotcha.
It's addicting. In fact,
That sounds interesting.
it's one of those things you got to keep up with stuff because you're building resources to upgrade, just like Monopoly.
So see, that's a thinking game. That's not a party game. That's not a David and Terry are over. Let's chill out and have a good time and eat chips and dip and drink Diet Coke and play a game and talk and laugh.
But if we played on our iPads, it would be, because if you play it on the app, it does all the thinking for you.
Oh, okay. So then we're all doing this, like you see people that do at restaurants.
Just around the house. Go, it's your turn.
Why do people do that? You look across the restaurant and there's 75% of the people got their face in their phone and they're not talking to their people that they're there with.
I am so self-conscious about that when we go to a restaurant, because she'll sometimes ask me a question that I have to look up on the phone, whether it's a location or we're trying to find another place. So I'll do it. But when I do it, I'm holding it sideways so the rest of the restaurant can see that I'm showing her something on the phone.
Yes.
I'm not on the phone, not talking to her. And once I'm done, it's face down on the table.
Yeah.
I'm done with it. Or in my pocket. I am so self-conscious about that because you're so right. I can't stand seeing that.
I try, and I've tried more now that I have a friend. His name is Mark. I told you about Mark. That I have a friend who the first time I went out to eat with him, he took his phone and face down over there, never touched it unless it was his wife's ringtone.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, he never touched it.
Yeah, I don't like it in my pocket when I'm sitting down, so I like doing it face down so I don't see it.
Yeah. So anyway, well, that's cool.
Yeah.
What's the game called?
It's called Catan on the app. If you want to look it up.
Catan.
So, yeah.
It's not a board game. It's a device game.
It's kind of a board game where you lay out six-sided square, not square, what are they, hexagons, six-sided, and you lay them out. And when you look at the board, you'll see what I'm talking about. But I was thinking, what's the game where you take the settlers, go out, go west, and the Oregon Trail. I was thinking it was an Oregon Trail game, but it's not. It's not that at all. It's kind of like Risk meets Monopoly. It's a little strategic.
Okay, so that sounds interesting for like you and I to sit down and play. I don't think I'd like it with Connie and Terry though.
But it's simple enough that once, and I'm not saying they're not simple.
No.
I'm just saying once they got it, they might enjoy it. But you're right, they might not want to do it for an hour or two like we would.
I don't want to have to think between turns as much. Like I don't mind the fact that I have to have some brain power to play a game, and we can still talk and have fun. But I don't want to have to be concentrating so much. It's like Scrabble. Connie and I played Scrabble with Nathan and Taylor the other day. It's a lot of fun, and it's great. But you have to think so much in between turns that we didn't talk as much as I would have preferred. Right?
We have much more fun when we play games where we just laugh and go hand to hand. Yeah.
Well, before that, we played Trouble, and we were having we were talking about all kinds of stuff. If we could get Nathan to turn off the stereo. It was blaring in Taylor's ear. Poor girl. She was sitting there. The speaker is right on her ear. And Nathan's like, oh, I want to listen to Pokemon. He loves video game soundtracks.
Yeah.
So we listened to Zelda. What's that little flute thing? Zelda flute. We listened to some band that plays all this Zelda flute stuff. And Taylor kept saying, can we please turn the music down? It was great. I think they might listen, so I'm probably going to get a text whenever he gets this far. Anyway, if you want to go to our Facebook group, why don't we talk about it? Go. In fact, I'm thinking about just getting rid of the Facebook page. So anyway, all right, man, I'm going to take that part out. What do you think?
Yeah.
I'm not even going to mention Facebook group.
Because somebody posted in it today.
No, they did not.
They did about PS5. Lazarus Metcalf. Yeah. I just saw it before I got online.
Why would he have posted about a PS? Oh, did I talk about wanting one last time?
Yeah, this was a sequel. This was a sequel to last week.
This was a sequel to last week.
The continuation.
But we did talk
of
about
the PS5.
toilets again.
You talked about playing on Nathan's, and you wanted to get your own.
Oh.
Don't you listen to the podcast?
I think we have like 20 members in our Facebook group.
Yeah.
Facebook.com/groups/all-meat. That's all I got. How about you, Dave?
I'm good.
I'm good too. See ya.
See ya.